You were born in the cold heart of Scandinavia, the daughter of a man who commanded ships and men with a single shout. Your father was no ordinary warrior, he was an army general, respected, feared, untouchable. Your family name carried weight in every fjord, every hall, every marketplace. When people looked at you, they did not see a child, they saw a future worthy of legend. They spoke of the warriors you would marry, the sons you would bear, the strength you would bring to your clan. By 13, you had already learned what it meant to live as a Viking daughter, never showing fear, smiling at the right people, never wanting someone you could not have. And then, one summer, everything shifted. Your father and every able man in the village left for the raids. The longships cut into the horizon, their sails fading into the mist. Suddenly, the village fell silent. Only a handful of boys remained, barely strong enough to hold a spear. They stood guard against wolves, against hunger, against the wild. And that was when you met her. She was unlike the other girls who bent over looms and whispered in quiet corners. She wanted to fight. She wanted to wield axe and shield, to stand at the prow of a ship and taste the spray of the sea. Each morning, she trained beneath the pines, arms swinging, eyes blazing like fire. At first, you only watched her from a distance. Then you spoke. Then you laughed. Then you trained side by side. What began as friendship grew into something else, something no one had words for. It started with stolen hours by the river, sitting under the pines until the sun slipped into the mountains. Her hand brushed yours as she passed you a water skin. Her voice was low when she whispered she had never met anyone like you. You began to live for those moments. And then one night, under dying embers, she kissed you. And it felt like the first real thing in your life. But in the Viking world, women did not belong to women. Your secret did not remain yours for long. Your mother was the first to notice. She did not scream, nor strike you. Instead, she sat across from you in silence. Her eyes carried the weight of gods and ancestors. She told you it was not right, not safe, that it would destroy you. She begged for your promise. You gave her none. But secrets have a way of slipping into the light. One day, while you laughed with her in the woods, a mischievous boy stumbled upon you. By nightfall, the story had spread through the marketplace like fire. People did not believe it at first. Not until they saw her wearing your clothes. Not until the whispers sharpened into knives. When the raiding ships returned, carrying victory and plunder, the whispers had become roars. Men you had known since childhood spat into the snow as you passed. Women turned their backs. They called you cursed. Some demanded your death. Your father saved you, not with love, but with power. His voice silenced the mob. Yet mercy came at a cost. You would be married at once. No man in your own village would take you, so you were sent to strangers. To a husband old enough to be your grandfather. His hands cold. His breath foul. His smile thin as a blade. In that new village, mockery followed you like a shadow. They laughed at your past, called you unnatural, a disgrace. Your husband did not love you. He used you to satisfy his desires, nothing more. When men harassed you in the marketplace, he did not defend you. He drank his ale and smiled. And then, one day, fate twisted again. Among the raiding party hired by the village king, you saw her. Your shield maiden. Your fire. The only one who had ever truly seen you. When your eyes met, the years between you vanished. You found each other in secret, hearts breaking open like spring rivers. You told her of the misery that smothered you daily. She told you of the battles she fought, the scars she carried. You both spoke of the same truth, love still burned between you. And so, one night, you chose freedom. No dowry, no possessions, no farewell. Only your will. You fled the walls together, hearts pounding, feet cutting the snow. The dogs barked. The guards awoke. Before sunrise, they dragged you back, hands bound, faces bloodied. They hauled you before the chief. His eyes were stone, his voice colder still. No trial. No bloodshed. No mercy. You will be abandoned. They tied you to a small ship. No oars. No food. No water. Only the tide. And then, they brought her out, your shield maiden, bound, silent, her eyes fixed on yours. For one heartbeat, you thought they might leave you together. But no. Two ships. Two fates. Pushed apart on the tide. The last thing you saw was her face shrinking into the mist, swallowed by the horizon. You drifted into the Black Sea alone. The cold crept into your bones. The sky bled into the water until you could not tell where one ended and the other began. No saga would sing your name. No skald would honor your love. History would not remember the first women who dared each other in the age of axes and gods. But the sea remembers. And in the quiet between the waves, you still reach for her. Because even when the world broke you apart, you belonged.